That'll work.
So what are we talking about?
Huh?
What are we talking about?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, Jesus.
At the right price. Oh. I don't have a lot of funny today. I don't have a lot of funny today.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Why not?
You ever have those? No, you're more disciplined than I am when it comes to morning time stuff, I'm assuming. Are you a morning person?
Yes.
All right. See, now I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not a morning person at all. I woke up this morning ready to go, just woohoo, let's go, let's go, let's go. And the alarm was going off, and I was like, beep, 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 beep. Okay, I'm up, yeah. And there I was. And next thing I know, I'm late. So sorry about that, dude. Especially after
I know it.
after what you've been through the last couple of weeks.
Jesus.
So
Oh well.
So what's going on with your now? You, I mean, I really haven't done a whole lot because you haven't been here because you've been laid up, so to speak.
Right.
So what happened to you?
You know, it's weird how your back acts up.
Mm-hmm.
I told you one morning I was opened up the little hamper I have, put dirty clothes in there, and that was it. Back started to hurt. So I was able to put up with it.
Yeah.
And then a week later,
Was it like just like a pulled muscle you thought real quick and all right.
And then the following week it was a hot day, couldn't do anything else. I said, I grabbed the vacuum and vacuumed the house. That's all it took. Using the vacuum cleaner. Knocked me out for over a week. I'm still not back yet. Pain went down my leg, that's what's killing me. I could put up with the backaches. Step on your leg to walk.
Right.
Hell, guess what? Didn't do anything. So.
And apparently we're having problems with the microphone.
Uh-oh.
No idea. I think that might hold on. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Does this sound any better? Maybe that's it. I don't know. I think we got it now.
Oh, good.
Does it sound any better? How about that? Is it echoing? What about now? Does it sound any better? Hold on. How about that? Is it echoing? What about now? Oh, you sound distant. It's worse, okay? Maybe we should just do this again tomorrow. Because this is just worse, okay? Wait a minute. Yeah, it's just not, I don't know why it's not picking up the right microphone. All right, and maybe, how about that? Are we echoing now? I'm really relying on people in the. Right, Kathy says it's good. Thanks. Right.
Oh, good.
Goodness sakes alive.
I know.
So anyway, continue on. Your back was hurting, and next thing you know, what?
The pain went down my leg.
Yeah.
And then when you step on to make a step,
Mm-hmm.
pain goes right down your leg. And you can't put any pressure on it because it hurts like hell.
Yeah. No, this is not something that's just been going for like a few days and stuff like that.
It's going on. This is like 16 days so far.
Mm.
I mean, this is the first time I've been out of the house. Really.
Mm.
Felt good to drive down the hill.
All right, now they're saying I don't think Paul's mic is on. What the F is going on with this crap today? You know what happened is it came in and all of a sudden there's all these updates. Hey, hold on a minute. It's going to look like we're going to go away, but we're not. So hold on. Uno momento. Please. All right. So there, I'm back. Let's see if Paul's back.
Am I back?
This whole thing is just. All right. Do we sound like we're echoing? Paul, talk, because apparently they're saying your mic.
Does it work?
Well, Laura says your mic's not on.
Really?
But I can hear it here.
I can hear you too. I can hear myself.
Nobody's going to answer, so I say we go get breakfast because I think this day's a wash. Because I don't think anybody's there anymore. So,
anybody there? Hello.
Victoria says better.
Oh, better.
Linda says I can hear Paul.
Okay, we're good. I'm glad. So, hey, do you know what Abraham Lincoln's favorite toy is? Toy is?
Tory?
Toy. What Abraham Lincoln's favorite toy is?
What is Abraham Lincoln's favorite toy?
Think about it.
Abraham Lincoln's Lincoln Logs. There we go. My daughter told me a dad joke last night, but that's not one I'm going to tell. I'm like, where did you learn that?
Oh.
So yesterday I had a very interesting day. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yep. Rihanna and I, we did a little school shopping. We went to this arcade. Those arcades are really high tech these days. I mean, the games are huge, but oh my God, you could go in there and spend $80 in an hour, if not more.
Yep.
I mean, those things are expensive.
Sure. Did you get any tickets?
Yeah, well, she did. She ended up with 297 tickets, which, well, she plays a lot of these claw games. And I tell her, and you know how much claw games are? $1.50 each, to try it. And I said, stop playing the claw games.
That's the kids' slot machine.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Think about that. It's teaching kids how to gamble already.
Oh, God. I told her, get away from
So
that.
they get money to get tickets.
No, but she does. If you go to the weird thing is they're different. Like when you go to like Walmart and stuff like that, they're actually the claws. They actually come down. They actually grip. They'll actually hold something. These places right here, it's like and lets it go.
Wow.
It's like flimsy hand. And you can't, and it doesn't pull anything up. And I tell her, I said, stop, just don't play these anymore. I said, look, obviously these things are not. I mean, it kind of goes over and just kind of comes right back up. They're not bringing you anything.
Kids' slot machines.
Yeah. So we did that, and then we went back to I was bringing her home, and she goes, "You got to come in for a minute." And I said, "Nah, I don't want to." And she goes, "No, you got to come in." All right. So I went in the house. She sat me down in one of those anti-gravity chairs. Next thing I know, she's putting these. She goes, "All right, just relax." She's putting these things underneath my eyes, and it was a cold. And like she goes, "You got to take care of your skin, Dad. You're not doing." I got a whole spa treatment. Between that, face mask, everything.
Wow.
Everything.
You do look better this morning.
Maybe that's why I slept so much because I didn't really sleep a lot.
You look younger.
I do, huh? Do I?
Just kidding.
But it was really cool. It was like she gave me that salute, and I think I actually nodded off. And she trimmed my eyebrows, and yeah. I mean, usually with my eyebrows, you just use a weed whacker, But she strummed through it,
Oh, there you go.
and I did. I just kind of.
Because you bought the clothes too early. Isn't there a day coming up where there's no tax?
Yeah, I'm probably sure, but I only get to see, I see her at a specific time because she lives an hour away.
Yeah.
So I took her to the store yesterday and she picked out a few things she wanted.
Yeah.
She's at that age now. She's gonna pick her own stuff out. I'm not gonna go ahead and pick it out for her.
Oh yeah.
Or
You do, they wouldn't like it.
No, I've never done good buying clothes for anybody.
Yeah.
You know, if I've ever bought clothes for anybody, other than like a onesie,
Yeah, apparently you don't have taste.
I don't. I honestly don't. I have no idea on what taste is. All right, so we were talking about. You had mentioned first thing you said. Oh, the elections are getting nasty.
They are.
So what's going on? What are you speaking to?
I mean, look at some of the local state ones. Each one of them are. I mean, Stefanowski's a terrorist or some goddamn thing. You know, he's going to bring.
He is. Is that what they're saying?
Well, not really terrorist, but
terrible.
Yeah, he's using. You know, he's going to destroy Connecticut and blah 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 blah. And the other one's saying, well.
So Lamont's campaign is positioning Stefanowski as this monster.
All
right.
Yeah, and they're all protecting the Roe versus Wade thing. They're all saying I can do. You got people running for state treasurer, and they're talking about allowing a woman to have, protect the woman's rights. Which I'm okay with that. But what's that got to do with being a Secretary of State or being a financial person? They're all. It's crazy what they're all using as their campaign.
Well, I think they do that because really it's still, and it still always will be now, Republican versus Democrat, Republican versus Democrat, Republican versus Democrat.
And we're just starting. You can imagine what it's going to be like over the next couple of months. Oh my God!
What do you think it's going to be like in a couple of years?
Oh yeah.
During the full elections, not just the midterms.
Gosh. Terrible.
It's going to be awful.
Oh my God! Yeah.
I haven't really seen anything too terrible, except for the Lamont and Stefanowski.
Those are the ones that are kind of rotten.
Yeah.
Playing dirty with one another. Yeah.
So I guess the question is if we were to hold the election right now, who's going to win? Would it be Lamont or Stefanowski?
Probably Lamont.
Okay. What about the people that have hung with us so far this morning? What do you think? If the election was today, who is it? Now, I'm not going to get into why or anything because I really don't care, but I'm just curious what people think, as far as who's going to win.
Yeah. Man, they're going to get worse over the next couple of months. Oh, it's going to be terrible. Yeah. They keep running the damn things over and over and over again. I think Lamont's got more money because his commercials are coming on a lot more than stuff else is. Yeah.
Well, does that mean you're just watching a certain channel? Or do you watch, you don't know where everybody's putting their money. You could be watching Channel 3 and Stefanowski is all over Channel 8 or Channel 61.
Yeah, but why would it just be one channel? I think it would be spread over the entire Connecticut news channels.
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah, but I think Lamont's got more money.
Okay.
Yeah, and not only is it Lamont, but the Democratic some people organization is running them as well. Stefanowski doesn't have that. So, yeah.
All right. So you think that if the election was tomorrow, that Lamont would win?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah. Any reason for that?
Well, I just think that everybody thinks he did a great job with the pandemic. So, how people forget, how he closed everybody down. I was being a Gestapo, that he wouldn't let people do this, he wouldn't let people do that. He was taking control. People got ticked off over that. But people forgot it. They forgot all about that. That's the problem when it comes to elections. It's the fact that people forget. Mm-hmm. Oh, and the other thing, too, is it looks like Ryder's going to be on her way home pretty soon.
Oh, well, was that any doubt?
No, I told you October.
Yeah.
This is August. We're still talking, but apparently.
Well, all the magic's going to happen now, with the elections.
Gas prices down, under $3, under $4 now, right?
I paid $3.89 yesterday.
Yeah, there you go. So it's coming down.
But do you think?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, do you think that what they're trying to do really is they're trying to condition us that, it was said in the room last week too, which I agree with. Do you think that they're just trying to condition us that 350 to 380 is a great price for gas and 4 to 425 is a great price for home heating fuel going forward instead of where it was? Because it was at $4.99 and people were like, "Oh my God, this is terrible." Which it was, and now it's dropping down to $3.89, and everybody, $3.75 in some places, and people are going, "Oh, this is absolutely phenomenal." No, it's not phenomenal. It's not phenomenal at all.
Yeah, I was watching a program the other night, and it was I think it was South Carolina. And the person was driving down the highway. It was 331.
Where was that?
South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. And they're saying the price of food is coming down too.
Okay.
That's what they're saying now too. So if it could come down now, why didn't it come down 3 months ago? What's the big deal? Why didn't it come down 3 months ago? What was that all about?
I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Just something that they could say that they did? I don't know. It's like ridiculous. I bet you gas will come down too, just about $3, about 3 1/4,
Mm-hmm.
which it was a couple years ago. Gas was like 3 1/4, 3 1/2.
No, it was lower than that, man.
No, I'm talking about that's before that was during the pandemic, but let's put it prior during the Obama time.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 3 something.
Okay.
Yeah, they're saying food prices are coming down. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't felt it yet.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, it's ridiculous. Well, election's coming, so there we go.
Now, well, let's see. Let's look in here. Victoria says, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure he would win, meaning Lamont. People are pissed. Kathy says gas prices are not down. They're still up, which is true.
Yeah, that price.
Victoria says it's Putin's fault. Laughing emoji. And Rich says it's an election time game, which is what we've been talking about for the last month at least.
Yeah.
And he says they control it all and try to make you feel good. Like the gas prices are down. They're down. No, they're not. They're still up.
Oh, it's still pretty high.
Yeah. They're still up. They're going to be. I mean, until they drop down to reasonable prices again. Yeah. I ordered oil. I waited as long as I could. Thank God it was $4.14. It's not a good deal, but comparatively speaking or relatively speaking, to over $5.
Yeah.
5.5 as it was 2 months ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
crazy.
I did a contract with locked in a price. I think it was like $3.29. I haven't had a whole delivery yet because they locked it in. You can lock a price in.
Yeah.
I did.
Are you talking about now? Are you locked in through 2023 now, or
no? I locked in until December.
Okay, so what happens next year?
Well, if I lock it in again, then I have to pay whatever the lock-in is. If I do it, but still, I haven't had a whole delivery.
Do you think it'll even be worth it to lock in a price? Because do you think prices are going to be on their way down?
Well,
oil prices, that is.
They're supposed to. If I lock it in at $3.29 and it's $3.15, they should be charging me $3.15, not $3.29.
Okay.
That's the highest price they can charge me. But I don't know. I'll have to think about next year whether or not I want to lock it in.
Yeah. But do you use a lot of oil?
Now
you have a stove too, right? Pellet stove.
Yeah, pellet stove. Yeah. I'm not quite sure how much. Maybe 800 gallons. Maybe I don't know. Forget what it is.
So
but like you
so if you about 3 tankfuls. You know, I'm
Because you
assuming
gotta,
like,
because you gotta use it all year round because you're hot water coming from the burn.
right.
Yeah. The efficient way would be to put a separate water heater in. Yeah.
Huh?
Can I finish?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
I
on the
didn't
air.
realize-
We're on the camera and everything.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay. Well, hey.
Hey, hi.
Oh,
This is for you.
oh, okay. Thank you.
You're
Where are you
welcome.
going?
I'm on my way to the office and then to do some errands.
It's Kathy from Matt's Mission.
Hi, everyone.
You want to talk about real quick about the event?
Sure. We're
Since you're here.
having our 6th annual recovery event at Veterans Park in Jewett City,
And that'll be
And-
September
10th
10th.
from 9 a.m. till noon.
Mhm.
Let's see, we have 2 amazing speakers speaking about their recovery path
Mhm.
or their path to recovery. Mike will be there from SNSN.
Who's that guy?
I don't know. We'll also have the syringe services program. Matt's van will be there offering treatment. So it's same day Suboxone treatment, medication assisted treatment.
There's a whole bunch of stuff the Matt Van does. I mean,
Really, harm reduction supplies.
they even have condoms to hand out.
Yes,
Yep.
safe sex supplies.
Yeah.
Everything. They do testing. Also the syringe services program, which we have in our community every Friday afternoon
Mhm.
from 1 to 3. And they have Narcans available. Narcan and fentanyl test strips are available. They also have Narcan on the Matt van.
Gotcha.
And the Matt van is roving Main Street the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of the month.
Right, and it's pretty much down Main Street now. It's
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The Matt Van is very, very interesting. It's
Very
cool. They have a
interesting.
lot of. It's more than just a syringe program. They've got everything.
Yeah,
in there.
the Matt van mostly is an immediate access to treatment. So if someone's going through withdrawals, they can access Suboxone.
Mhm.
They'll have a virtual provider online to assist. So that's just amazing. Like you don't have to wait a week or 2 to get in for an appointment. It's there. We have so many services in our community now. We've come a long way. I believe we are a recovery-friendly community here. I'm very proud of what Grizzle Pride and Mass Mission have accomplished.
The is your organization and I think Grizzle Pride is too. Is there more? It's like people are going to use. You can't.
Right.
You're not going to be able
Right.
to stop that.
Right.
It's just that's just what they're going to do. So now it's more about prevention or,
Right.
or harm reduction.
Prevention or keeping them safe until they're ready for treatment.
Mhm.
And it's there's data that supports that if someone accesses the syringe services program, they're 5 times more likely to enter into treatment. So we're keeping someone's loved one safe until they're ready.
And you get sometimes some negative feedback, especially on the syringe.
Right.
You know,
Right. That's
the
why I'm
syringe
saying,
program.
We're assisting them with
But the
their addiction.
data is saying just the
No.
otherwise.
the opposite, that they're more likely to access treatment, 5 times more likely than if they weren't involved in that program.
So that's phenomenal. That's good news, especially when the data supports them.
Right.
Because it's all about data these days, and what do the
Right.
numbers say? It's like no more is it like, well, I heard.
I know.
It's all about the data.
So if I knew I was going to be on the radio and live, I would have put some makeup on. So,
Oh, you look wonderful as always.
but thank you for having me. I didn't realize I was going to be here.
She's gonna call me later. That'll be the end of it.
No. Thank you. As always, it's a pleasure.
Oh, it's
And I
always a pleasure to
appreciate
see you.
SN radio support.
Yes.
Right.
She's used to saying SN radio.
Yeah.
I know.
So-
I say SN squared.
There you go.
Some people just flip me off.
No, I would never.
No,
ever
no.
do that. Ever.
Not in public, at least.
No, I don't usually do those things. But anyway, thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks, Kathy. Thank
And
you
I
so much.
hope to see everyone on September 10th at the park. We also have the raffle too.
Oh,
How
there's
about
a
that?
lot of great prizes every single year. So
Yeah, there's gonna be
There's a
big
lot.
prizes, TV, let's see, 2 Alexa Echoes I know of, lots of baskets, so come on down.
yeah, they're endless. There's quite a bit.
Yeah, we have Narcan will be available if anyone needs Narcan. Fentanyl test strips, harm reduction supplies, access to treatment. We'll have free T-shirts. So please come on down and say hello.
Adam's Mission celebrates recovery.
Yes, our
Right.
sixth annual.
6th annual.
Yes,
God,
time flies.
Bye.
it does.
Bye. Thank you so
Kathy.
much. Have a good day.
Thank you. See. Yeah, I'm gonna hear for that one.
That's all right. She did fine.
Oh, of course she did fine. She
Looks
did
good.
wonderfully, and but I remember the first time she came in, she wouldn't know.
Oh.
And that was not cameras.
Oh.
We didn't have cameras. It was just,
Oh. Well.
And she's a wonderful spokesperson.
Yes.
She really is.
Yeah.
For Matt's Mission and all.
Sure.
So. Let's see here. Rich says, "Hope you're feeling better, Paul."
Thank you. I know what he goes through with his back now.
Yeah.
I mean, mine hopefully is temporary, but I know he has some issues. So, yeah.
What is wrong with you two?
I don't know. Must be something in this radio station that's causing us to flip out.
Must be the COVID.
Yeah.
Everybody blames COVID. Everybody blames.
Let me ask you a question. Did you get your shot? Which arm hurts on you? What, left arm?
Right.
Which one did you get your shots in?
Left.
Oh, I got mine.
Yeah, no, I've been through that theory, and it's
Yeah.
not anything like that. But
Oh, okay.
supposedly have what they call a frozen shoulder.
Oh, yeah, that happens if you don't exercise.
Huh?
That'll happen if you don't exercise your shoulder. Really?
So I read up a little bit more
Yeah.
on what a frozen shoulder is, and it's more of if you had an injury,
Yep.
which kind of makes sense, Paul, if you think about it. Remember what I told you a couple of years ago when we were moving, and I think you were there that day, actually, and I picked something up and I went, ooh, this is not, and I felt something go, I don't know, in my shoulder, but it's like if you, I guess, well, to your point, not exercising enough, but if you don't, if there's not enough movement of your range, if you stop your own range of movement,
Yep.
Or whatever, but it literally keeps me up.
Yeah.
You
Well,
roll over and it hurts, and it's like,
when you first get an injury like that, you're supposed to put ice on it.
yeah,
First, then as it progresses, then you use heat. Because heat opens up, your blood flow.
Right.
So, but first ice, then heat.
no, but I'm sitting on the chair. I'm trying to,
Yeah.
it's like that's it. That's it. And then if I come back like this, sometimes it just drops. So, All right. Good morning, Court. Court says, let's jump back to the state politics subject again. It says, do we elect legislature of senators and representatives, or do we elect one person to rule by edict anytime there is an emergency declaration? The ones that profited controlled the narrative. Will we ever know the truth? No, we won't. Why? Because there's too much money involved.
Big time. It all comes out of money.
Victoria says my shoulder is from it's doing gymnastics on my OnlyFans page. Oh no, that's you guys. I reckon that's not me. You and Rich on your OnlyFans page. And Rich comes back and says, I slipped on my mat from all the shaving cream, Victoria, while doing the flips on my fans only page, which is different than OnlyFans, I guess. So,
I feel sorry for anybody that has back problems or shoulder problems or, you know. I'm not used to it.
Well, you've been literally laid up for over 2 weeks now.
Yeah. It's just not unusual for me because I'm not used to doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I pretty much do what the hell I want. But,
Yeah.
no,
I was talking to Melissa about that too. I was saying, Paul's a pretty active dude and he's pretty mobile and, for something to kind of like just stop you in your tracks, so to speak. Right?
Yeah, we don't think how serious we can injure our back just by lifting something incorrect or a twist, a turn, whatever. It doesn't make any difference how old you are.
Have you ever gotten like a I don't want to say stiff neck or tweaked your neck from sneezing?
I can't say that's happened.
That has happened.
Oh.
That has actually happened to me. And there's always been this time and it's happened to me a few times where you just move the slightest way and then all of a sudden everything seizes up and it's like knocks you down.
I know. No, that's true. I mean, that's why you need to be mobile. You gotta move around. You gotta do something. You can't just sit still because that's the case.
Yeah, what about you? You're a pretty active dude.
Well, I know, but I don't know what the hell. I guess I shouldn't have acted. I guess I don't know. Maybe I wasn't used to using that tool.
So the moral of the story is don't vacuum. Don't vacuum ever again. You may tweak your back.
Yeah. No, I should have told the boomer to do it.
The boomer?
That's the one, the one that does it automatically.
Oh, okay.
But I figured, I better do it with the real.
I was asking a friend of mine yesterday, if they had a robotic vacuum, and if they did you name it? You named yours Boomer?
Boomer.
I didn't even know it was a thing until I heard, and the kids named ours Dwayne the Vac Johnson.
There you go. Yeah. Well, it works off of Alexa. It works off of Google. We just say, "Hey, Boomer, stop vacuuming." Yeah, I've got it all set up so it vacuums certain rooms in a certain piece.
Well, our living, or really our the whole upstairs is all hardwood.
Yeah.
And Dwayne just goes and actually keeps it looking good.
Yeah.
Especially with all the like the animal hair.
Yeah.
That gets loose, like the cats and the dogs and stuff. So.
Yeah. I have one that mine goes in and cleans itself.
Victoria says hers is Cinderella.
There you go.
See, I didn't realize it was a thing.
Yeah.
That you're supposed to name
You can name it,
your name your robot vacuum.
Yeah. Mine has, I don't know about you, but I have the one that goes in and it's got the bag, it cleans itself. But when it gets done doing its thing, it goes back to its house. And the vacuum starts up, sucks all the stuff out of it. And puts it
Really?
back. Yeah.
Oh, no. See, no, we just have the regular Dwayne the Vac Johnson before he went on steroids.
Yeah.
So, but it's cool though. It's really
cool.
neat, and it works. And I guess it learns your house.
When you first get it takes a couple of times to have it learn your house.
Yeah.
But then you can go in and you can modify it to do certain areas that you don't want it to do.
Yeah.
So, you can adjust it. So, yeah. It's pretty cool the way it works, though. Cats doesn't bother the cats at all.
So Sarah Confer says, my family apparently named it Sarah, and I'm still pushing the darn thing around. I see what you did there. So getting back to the elections, we're right smack dabbling, into whatever the hell is going to happen. It's midterms. There's not a lot of local stuff up for grabs, obviously. But there's state reps,
there's a lot of
senators.
There's a lot of the primaries were last Tuesday.
Yes.
So there's a lot of local, a lot of state positions that are open. Secretary of State, Treasurer, I believe, is open.
What about what about for U.S. Senator? Themis Claridis, who's been in the House for years, she
lost.
yeah, and she was the nominated candidate as well from the Republican Party, and she still lost.
Levy got it.
Huh?
Levy got it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it came down. They were talking about the whole Roe versus Wade thing.
Yeah, that's what they're using as the political pawn to
Yeah.
say people that she's against it or not against it or whatever. That's what they're using. They're using that and gun control. Those two issues.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no, they would never have any control over gun control. It has to be a legislature to do it. That position that they're talking about, not necessarily the Senate one, but treasurer or secretary of state. I mean, I don't know, but why are they using that as that's the whole thing. All of, if you notice, all the political stuff that's going on, it has to do with gun control and Roe versus Wade. That's what it comes down to, because they know those are the two touchy subjects.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you think that our U.S. senators need to be replaced?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
do you think really just because we want a fresh look, a different look?
I think we want some new blood.
Okay. All right.
We need to get new people in, new ideas.
Well, the reason why I said that is because, like in the last Griswold elections, right, it was quite evident that people pulled, or there's no lever, but I mean, they just went right down for the Republican Party and they voted party lines for the most part, because there were people that got votes that people don't even know who they are.
Exactly.
Guarantee you, like, let's just get into the selectman race. Richard Matters, right? Probably the most qualified guy when you get down to it, and to even be on that board. But nobody knows who he is, but he got the most votes. Because, right on the stone.
Yeah, you're right. I agree.
But it was like they called it the red tsunami.
I wonder if that's going to happen come November.
Exactly. And that's what I wonder about too. Like personally, and this is just a thought. Now, this is not who I'm saying I'm voting for, who I'm not voting for. That's not anything that I'm ever going to get into on this. Because really my personal political views are irrelevant to what we talk about. I don't think Lamont's going to lose. But I didn't say Lamont's going to win. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because you don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. People go in and do like you said, go across the board, you'll lose.
Right.
Including Blumenthal.
What Lamont has, I think, in his favor is, and how many times have we talked about the Big Four? Hartford, Danbury, Bridgeport, New Haven.
Those four towns benefit a lot from the state. They get a lot more than us towns back here.
Right, they're predominantly Democrat.
Yep.
And like before, God, the last gubernatorial race in Connecticut, when Lamont won, East Hartford was 89%.
Yeah.
It's crazy numbers. If you look everywhere east of east of the Connecticut River in Connecticut, it was all Republican, but there's not enough votes here.
No.
It's not like,
It's unfortunate, but what are you going to do? That's why they cater to those towns. Exactly.
Gotcha. Even when Hillary was running.
They cater to those towns. They never come here.
No, why would they? There's no votes.
No votes.
Sarah says, I think money talks and pocketbooks vote. That is why we are getting the $250 per child and hero pay being rolled out now. Timing is everything. What is hero pay?
For people who worked during the pandemic, I guess, right? They give it hero pay.
Don't know.
Something they just came out with.
No, I ain't even heard about that.
Yeah, he just mentioned it like last week. Hero pay. Yeah.
Huh.
Yep. And then they got the reminding people to get that $750 or $500 for trying. They're pushing that now.
You know, but it's not really a benefit, is it? It's you're just getting it early, right? So you don't get to claim it again.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because they always, people with kids. Yeah, I understand it's hard, but there's a lot of elderly people. I'm not talking myself, for instance, but I'm talking people maybe a little older than I am that don't have the benefit of having a retirement or Social Security is very low.
Mm-hmm.
Those people are suffering just as bad as somebody with 2 kids. They're having trouble buying food and stuff. So why aren't they doing something for those people?
Or veterans.
Or veterans, exactly. They're not doing anything. They more cater to the younger generation. They don't care about it. I guess once you reach a certain age, they just go off and die somewhere. It's unfortunate.
Thank God for organizations like Reason to Ride. For what they do.
Mm-hmm.
They go on their bike run. They raise about $35,000. On that one day, and they help out needy veterans across the state.
Yeah, I mean, these are
What's the state doing for veterans? Nothing. It's like they're forgotten.
nothing. No. Which they should.
That's the biggest slap to the face I can even think of.
Yeah, unfortunately, they could care less about veterans.
And that's awful.
It is.
That is absolutely
It is awful.
terrible.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Bottom line is we don't know who's going to win.
No.
We can only go ahead and guess what we think. Vote your conscience.
Yeah.
Vote your heart. Just vote. Damn it, just vote.
I know.
That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest problem every town has. Is nobody votes.
I just hope everything, both local and federal, is equal and they're going to depend on one another. It can't be all one-sided. I don't care who wins, but I really want to see it where one can't do something unless they get both of them to approve. So it's a joint effort, not just one-sided like it is today.
You can't have the people that, that don't vote. And then they get up on social media going, well, this is a problem or this is a problem. Get off your ass and go to a meeting, and vote.
I agree with it. We all know that ain't going to happen.
No, I know. But I don't particularly care for, just complaining about something and then even though you know how to, add, you might not fix it. But you could add your opinion that may give somebody else some information that they didn't have. And that's what, these, you can do at meetings and public forums and all that.
Yep.
So
I don't know. Time is going to tell.
Sarah says the state only taxes military retirement at 50%. So that helps a lot, she says.
Yeah. Well, is that the bit of retirement or is that somebody who's, I'm trying to think now, do they give, does the town give the disabled veterans a break on their taxes?
I don't know. I do not know.
Because I know.
We should look into that.
Yeah, because I think some towns, if there's a disabled veteran, they get like 70% off of their tax bill.
I don't know the answer to that, so I can't even speak to that.
Yeah.
Donna says, Reason to Ride is a great organization. Proud to be on the committee.
But you know something? Those are veterans helping veterans.
Huh?
Those are veterans helping veterans.
Yes.
I mean, most motorcycle groups today are mostly all vets.
Yeah.
And they do a lot, not only for vets, but they do a lot for children, kids, other types of people that need money. Yeah.
Victoria says if we get a red wave again here in Connecticut, it won't matter if Lamont wins. He won't have the support.
That's true. That is true.
And Sarah comments on the tax break, or it's only military retirement, and we get a small disabled veteran break from the town, but it's not a lot.
Oh, okay. At least there's something.
Anyway, so do we solve anything here? No.
No.
You know, on this program, no. Do we bring up issues? Yes. Hopefully, we can bring up issues to the point where we can have the people that know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I would love to get his name is Manny. He works for Joe Courtney. He handles all the Veterans Affairs. I would love to have him in here one day. He's in town a lot,
Yeah.
but he's a very busy man. So I'd love to have him in here and talk sometime, because he will be able to give you a bunch of information of what we were talking about just really in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right, Paul, welcome back.
Yeah.
I'm glad your back is well to the point where you can hobble on up here. So I don't know if Rich is coming tomorrow.
I don't know.
Because his back is
Bother him too.
my God, it's awful. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
Wow.
So anyway, thank you very much for coming on by, guys, and we will see you once again tomorrow right here on SNSN.